Sportsbit is powered by BetOnline, driving the opening odds market since 2001. Visit sportsbookreview.com to learn more about BetOnline and its A+ rated platform in the link below.
It's Friday, December 29th, 2017. It is the final show of the year. Note, there will be no show on New Year's Day. Why? Because we've done everything for New Year's Day already. All the bowls already posted. You can find them in the archives at sportsbookreview.com. So this is my chance to wish all of you a happy New Year. And it's also time to get right into it like we do. Bad beats, bad bets, bad for the books. What happened last night? The typical NBA night. Boston Celtics, they were down by 26. They won and covered. The Milwaukee Bucks were down by 20. Yeah, they won and covered. The Portland Blazers were down by 18. Yeah, they won and covered. So, tough night if you had the opposite sides of any of those in the NBA last night. But as you know, especially if you're involved in in-game wagering, it is a game of swings. The Celtics, the Bucks, and the Blazers, all with big fourth quarters to get the wins. One of them has to qualify as a bad beat. I think the Rockets laying 1.5 versus Boston up 26 would probably be the one to qualify as the worst beat of the night. Marcus Smart D'ing up on James Harden, and James Harden complaining about the refs after the game. Of course, it was an interesting situation. Interesting, I don't know if that's the right word. It was a situation. The NBA's 3-referee crew, one of the guys got hurt his back in warmups. They went with 2 refs during the game. Great quote from Boston afterwards saying, hey, let's take advantage of this. You know, the Celtics were talking about it in the huddle. Let's take advantage of this. They played a fair bit of nasty defense. James Harden not amused with the 2 charging calls in the final seconds. Tough beat if you had the Rockets minus the points. Another bad beat in bowl action yesterday. I'll tell you what, Virginia Navy, the under 55 got bet down to 50.5. Lands 56. Navy, they opened 3.5. They got bet down to pick them the day before the game and then back up to -3 by kickoff. But Navy was a right side. The under was probably a right side because Virginia's offense didn't score any points. You know, Virginia's got shut out. They had the 1 kick return touchdown to open the game. That was it. This game's not supposed to get in the 50s, but so many mistakes from Virginia. The middies with touchdown drives of 36 yards, 23 yards, and 11 yards. Navy gets the money. The over cashes in under bettors with a right side loser. Tough beat in that regard. Bad bets last night. Bunch of money on the Pistons Magic over. Aaron Gordon back in the lineup for Orlando. Evan Fournier back in the lineup for Orlando. Well, bettors thought that Magic were going to get a boost. They took a little bit of money as well from being healthier, but didn't happen the way the markets expected. Over 201.5 to 205.5. It fell 191. All that over money stayed with the books where it was bet at. Couple in college hoops. Western Kentucky took a bunch of money against Louisiana Tech. They were 9-point favorites at the close. They won by a single point. And the Dons from San Francisco, +5 down to +2.5 against San Diego. They lost that game by double figures. Bowl action, bad for the books. Well, Michigan State was as bad as it gets for a bowl game and a weeknight bowl game for the sports books last night. The Spartans were +3 at the open and nothing but Michigan State money throughout. They closed -3. The money came early to Sparty even before the news that Washington State wasn't going to have their quarterback, Luke Falk, for the game. I'm not convinced Falk would have impacted the outcome one iota. Spartans came to play. Washington State was a flat-out no-show in that game. Not good for the house after a 6-point line move in favor of Michigan State. Another bad one for the house, the Creighton-Seton Hall game in college hoops last night. Over took a bunch of money, 161 up to 167.5. It fell 174. Bettors right side from the start. There were 95 points in the first half. And the Pirates took a little bit of money in that ball game as well. They were able to cover the number with the 6-point victory. That, not a good result for the books. And, of course, we got to talk pros versus Joes. Why? Week 17, man. This is the end of it. Last opportunity for the wild pros versus Joes season. If you remember, pros dominated September and October. Joes dominated in November and most of December. For the season, both sides pretty much at or near 500. This week, all the pro moves are based on injuries, every one of them, or guys who are sitting and not sitting. The Colts took a ton of money. Why? DeAndre Hopkins sitting for Houston, and that's all they've got on the opposite side. Hopkins, he's caught a pass in all 79 previous NFL games. This will be the first time he's sat in his NFL career. Cowboys taking money because Philly's sitting starters. The Broncos taking money because KC is starting Patrick Mahomes. I wouldn't be surprised to see Mahomes have a big day against Denver. We'll see. That should be an interesting game. And, of course, the 49ers taking money. The Rams sitting Todd Gurley and Jared Goff. The market's quick to move to San Francisco once that happened. That's been like a touchdown move in that ball game. The Joes, not quite so worried about who's sitting and who isn't. They like the teams that have been covering or betting against the teams that haven't been covering. Joe's support this week for the Redskins, the Chiefs, the Colts, and the Bengals, at least as we record here on Friday morning. 4 big game breakdowns coming up next, starting with Bengals Ravens, all NFL on Friday's show this week. Stay tuned right here on SportsBit. Betting Insight today from SBRpicks.com.
Hello, SBR YouTube followers. I am JoJo, and before you go, I want to let you know about our new college football contest. As we all know, bowl season is right around the corner. And to add to that excitement, we are announcing our 15K College Bowl Handicapping Showdown. We are going to be awarding amazing prizes, and members from all over the world can join in on the fun. Join our forum, follow us on social media, and remember to share and like this video. I've been your host, JoJo, and until next time, thanks for watching.